Hi everyone, Meneka here and thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'll be doing an unboxing of a Net-a-Porter haul that I gifted myself for my birthday. It's just full of some stuff that I wanted and I thought a birthday would be a good excuse. So if you're interested in learning more about Net-a-Porter and what is in this box, then keep watching. So just while I'm taking this ribbon off, Net-a-Porter is an online boutique. It's an online luxury boutique, so they have things like YSL, Burberry, that kind of stuff. They have wallets, handbags, scarves, watches, clothing as well, and they also have a beauty section, but they stock more high-end stuff like Chantecaille and Charlotte Tilbury and things like that. But yes, I've opened it. I've taken the ribbon off, and I can't remember what I bought. I know there's something from Ren in here and something from Anastasia, but I can't remember what else. So let's have a look. Net-a-Porter's always so good with their packaging. I bought a watch from there and it was a very expensive watch, and I was very scared in what condition it would come in, and it was so beautifully packed. And yeah. What I have found with Net-a-Porter, I'll show you as we go along, I'll put prices down the bottom of the screen, is that it's actually quite cheap, well, cheaper than getting it from other stores. You'll see what I mean. So it's just in a box like this, and it's in a little padded bag as well. The box is, like, the packaging itself is free, like you can select the black packaging instead of just getting a brown box. And it's free, so why not? But yeah, so let's start. Okay, so the first thing in here is the Anastasia brow definer. So yeah, okay, so I bought this when the brow definer kind of came out. Not many. So I think the only place that had it accessible to Australia was Beauty Bay, and this was cheaper. It was cheaper getting it from here than it was on Beauty Bay, just by a couple of dollars. But I mean, I saved a couple of dollars on all of these, so it'll add it up anyway. So it just looks like this. This is a quite nice packaging. I'm kind of used to the black Anastasia packaging, but it's quite nice. So the brow definer has a triangular pencil. And I got it in granite because I've tried ebony, I've tried dark brown, I've tried chocolate, and granite gives it more of like a charcoaly look as opposed to a brown look. I'm just going to compare it to my Brow Wiz. My Brow Wiz is just like dead, so I actually don't have anything left in here. And also, because the stick is actually very thin, I've snapped the spoolie part off. So the spoolie actually came out, but I've just like shoved it in there so I can at least use that part of it. But so I'm glad to get a new brow pencil. You can kind of see that the brow definer is a lot thicker than the Brow Wiz, and also the pencil itself is quite shorter, which gives it more of a sturdiness, I suppose. And the spoolie is a lot thicker as well. Like, just by feeling this, I won't be able to snap it as easily as I snapped that one. So the Brow Wiz I had before this one, I actually snapped, which part was it? I think I just snapped that whole entire section off because I just spoolied too hard. Next up, I got a couple more Anastasia things, but these are brushes. This one is brush number 12, which is the Duo Brow / Eyeliner Angled Cut Spoolie Brush. It's like the one you're meant to use with all the dip brow pomades and things like that. If I can open it. Oh, it's sealed. This one was the biggest surprise in terms of price. I think I paid around $15 for it, and at Sephora it's $31. It's like double the price. So even if you were to pay $10 shipping for this, it's a lot cheaper. Even the dip brow itself is like $10 cheaper on Net-a-Porter than it is on Sephora. Oh my god, I'm struggling so hard. Alright. So this is the brush. I'm sure if you've been following the trend or something, I'm sure you would know what this is. So it's got a spoolie, and the casing's really hard, so it doesn't get damaged, which is pretty cool. And that's just the top of it. So it's just an angled brush. It's meant to be good because it's quite thin, so you can, so you can define the hairs a bit more naturally, because with a thinner brush you get thinner strokes, which looks like finer hairs, which look like eyebrows. And the spoolie is quite nice and thick as well. It's not as thick as a brow definer spoolie, but it's still quite sturdy. So that's that one. And then I also got the illuminizing or highlight brush. What is it called? It's called the Face Detail Brush, but you use it for highlights. And this came out the same time they released their single highlighters. And I should have got one when I got my highlighters, but I didn't think that far ahead. So these are the single highlighters I'm talking about. So it's just a little compact. And this is Riviera, which is like a rose gold. And then these came out at the same time. So it is quite soft to touch and it does feel quite fine. But then in saying that, I'm not too sure how that would work with bigger, chunkier highlighters. I don't think it will pack on as much as I personally prefer. I full on like foil my highlights and make it, you can see it from the moon, like it's insane. What I've currently been using to highlight is the Real Techniques contour brush, and although it's a contour brush, it has very nice like dense bristles and it really collects all the powder, and when you apply it, it applies it quite heavily as well if you want. I mean, I circled the pan a few times. You could always, you know, do a swipe and then dust off, but I really like to be intense. So this is what I've been using so far. I thought this would be like this, but it is not. I thought it would be more dome-like, but it's more of like a fan, which is, you know, you use fan brushes for highlighting, so I guess that makes sense. This angle, I think it will be nice when you get around kind of like this area. I do sometimes struggle with this kind of like dome point when you get to this part because you can't like lay it flat, but this one is quite flat compared to the contour brush, so you should be able to like sit it on your face whilst brushing up. So that's that one. This one was also, you can't actually, to my knowledge, buy this brush yet in Australia, so I was quite glad that I could find it on Net-a-Porter. Okay, what's next? So that's all the makeup stuff. The next is skincare. So this is the Ren Wake Wonderful Nighttime Facial, and it's meant to brighten your skin and make it radiant. I've tried some of the skincare range from Ren before and it has worked. The orange, yeah, it is the orange range. The orange range is very kind of like citrusy, and I used a mask from there before. It was like an enzyme mask or something, and the smell did bother me at first. Like when you first put it on, you can smell it quite strongly, but then it fades. But it worked, which is why I am gonna like block my nose and use this because it worked. And lastly, yes, this is a very short haul. And lastly, I got the Gift of Goddess Skin from Charlotte Tilbury. And it's just like a little suitcase pack, and it's just full of minis. So it's got Charlotte's Magic Cream, Wonder Glow, and a clay mask. Just open this up. Oh, I love Charlotte Tilbury packaging because it's just so beautiful and cleverly done. Just look at this. Whoop. Or am I just easily amused? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm excited to try these. The Magic Cream has been raved about, but it's very expensive. So I wanted to try a little sample before I decided if I wanted to buy it or not. This is a 15ml sample, which is fairly decent. So that's that one. And yeah, so there's a clay mask, Goddess Skin clay mask, and Wonder Glow. I actually don't know what Wonder Glow is. Where's my phone? So I've just had a quick Google search, and Wonder Glow is an anti-aging primer. So it's actually, well, I should have figured that out because it says Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash, which sounds like a primer. Anyway, I mainly bought it for the Magic Cream, to be honest. It's one of those products where a lot of people rave about it, and I'm just like, I don't know if they say that because like one famous person was like, oh my god, it's amazing, and then everyone else just assumed it would be amazing and then started saying it was amazing. I don't know. So I wanted to try it out for myself. But yeah, that's my haul. It was a very small haul, but I just dropped my Magic Cream. it was a very small haul, but I hope that you can have a look at Net-a-Porter. It does save money if you are looking to buy those higher end things. Hourglass is pretty on point with the pricing with Mecca and Net-a-Porter. Oh, why do I keep dropping this? But yeah, Anastasia stuff, like, definitely cheaper on Net-a-Porter. I still can't believe this was $31 at Sephora and it was $15 on Net-a-Porter. What even? Who does the pricing at Sephora? It's so overpriced. And then also the brow definer. Net-a-Porter is really good with new releases. They get things straight away. They do also have the Anastasia single highlighters as well. They don't always have stock of them. I know Riviera, Peach Nectar, those two are in stock. So Hollywood is like never in stock, but it's never in stock anywhere. So you can't actually get these from Sephora in Australia, so have a look on Net-a-Porter instead of buying directly from Anastasia if you're only after one shade. They also have pomades, they have powders, I think they have the entire Anastasia range. I mean, apart from the liquid lipsticks and things like that and glow kits. Definitely look at skincare. They do have Chantecaille as well, and it's considerably cheaper. Some of the products don't ship to Australia though, because Mecca, I'm guessing, has ownership of that brand in Australia, so they can't actually send it in. I wasn't too sure. I can't remember if I think Chantecaille's under that category, but if you do live anywhere else in the world, definitely check it out. Chantecaille is cheaper on that than I have seen in stores here. Maybe the same for you. Same with Ren. Okay, basically everything I bought, I think I kind of was like, oh, it's cheaper here than in store, so I should get it. But no, I'm very happy with my purchases, and keep an eye out for some reviews, especially on this as well. And I'll let you know what I think. Thanks for watching, and let me know down in the comments below if you've tried any of these products and what you think about them. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of me. Thanks.